recognize and introduce them. But meanwhile, let's appreciate them on the high table. Please, our guest speakers, you are highly welcome. Without wasting much of our time, I would like to call on Professor Enin, who is the Secretary of the Planning Committee, to establish the protocol for today's event. Please, a round of applause for him.
Thank you very much, the moderator. Please permit me to establish the protocol for this seminar as follows. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Jeremiah Oludele Ojedunro, FNSE, FNIAE. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Akunaya Okpoko, the Registrar of the University and Secretary to the Council, Mr. Lamidi Tafa, the Bossa of the University, Mr. Shino Adepoju, the University Librarian, Dr. Felicia O. Yusuf, Chairperson of Bells University Parent Forum, Mrs. Adefowoke Ayokunle, the Vice Chairman, Mr. Adebisi Adeyanju, Second Vice Chairman, Dr. Olufemi Olurin, representing the Vice Chancellor, the General Secretary, Mrs. Olatunji, and we have the First Assistant Secretary, Professor Oluwafemi Enilolubo, Second Assistant Secretary, Mrs. Ruth Olugbojo, the Treasurer, Mr. Dayo Ononuga, the Financial Secretary, who is also doubling as the Chairman of the Planning Committee, Mr. Ismail Majeobaje, the Auditor of the Forum, Mr. Ipole David, the PRO, Mrs. Oyerunke Adebayo. We have the Legal Advisor, Barrister Asisat Olanike, and we have the ex-officio, Mr. David Kolawole Oladapo, the Deans of the colleges here present, the directors, the HODs, professors here present, our dear parents, students, and staff of Bells University, the media, ladies and gentlemen. We stand on this established protocol for this program of event today. Thank you very much.
Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you, Professor Enin. Without wasting much of our time, we are going straight into the program. Next on the program list is the opening remarks by the Chairman of the Planning Committee. Please, let's put our hands together for him.
Thank you, everybody. Good morning. Standing on the well-established protocol, welcome address by the Chairman, BUPF Seminar Committee, Mr. Majobaje Ismail Olalekan, held on Wednesday, 13th November 2024 at BUPF's Conference Center. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today, Wednesday, 13th November 2024, at the 10th Annual Seminar organized for students of Bells University of Technology, OTA, themed Future-Proving Success, Mastering Soft Skill and Professional Development in a Changing World. Held on 13th November 2024 at BUPF International Conference Center, Bells University of Technology, OTA. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you to this 10th annual seminar. We are thrilled to have you here. And I'm expecting to see excited and enthusiasm dedication that has brought us to here together today. The theme, future-proofing success, mastering soft skills and professional development in a changing world, is a call to expose us to diversification and automation in the 21st century. The recognition that our different profession is evolving and we must evolve with it. We must harness the potential of digital knowledge, data analysis, and emerging technologies to enhance our skills, improve decision-making on diverse future works and exceptional services. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who graciously helped to make the event come together to become a success. We could not have done it without you. It is my pleasure to welcome the Vice Chancellor, Professor Jeremiah O. Ojediran, R.E. Koren, FNSE, FNIAE, and the management team of the Bupf University of Technology, Ota, Ogun State, for their acceptance and attendance. A very welcome to the deans and director present and entire students of Bupf University of Technology. Only the best is good for the... I want to welcome the speakers for today's seminar. Thank you for your acceptance to further open our mind on the theme. Let us embark on this journey together with openness, curiosity, and sharp passion for excellence. Thank you, and I wish you all a productive and enhancing seminar. If you need anything, just say hi. You can find the committee members in the conference hall. Thank you all, and God bless.
Please, let's appreciate the chairman of the planning committee, Mr. Major Baje Ismail. Thank you so much, sir. At this junction, I want to call on the chairperson of BUPF, Mrs. Adeforoke Ayobonle, for her welcome address. Please, a round of applause for her as she comes forward. Please, let's sustain the applause. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all amiable students in this hall. Hello? No? Hello? What happened? Hello? All protocols daily observed. It is with great honor and humility that I welcome you all to this eventful annual seminar. This year marks a significant milestone, the 10th annual seminar, a decade of meaningful discussions and shared vision. The milestone offers us an opportunity to reflect on the incredible journey we have traveled as a community committed to the growth and development of our children. I'm truly delighted to share this momentous occasion with you all. I would like to extend our profound gratitude to the management of Bupf University of Technology, Ota, for their continued support and dedication to nurturing an environment that fosters both academic excellence and character development for our children. The leadership of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Jeremiah Oludele Ojediran, R.E. Koren, FNSC, FNIAE, his management team, and the dedication of all staff have played an integral role in shaping not only the intellectual, but also the personal potential of each student. And for that, we are deeply thankful. To my fellow parents, I applaud you for your steadfast support and involvement in your children's education. This forum is a testament to the crucial role we play in their success. And I believe that through collaboration, we will continue to see remarkable outcomes for them. The significance of this seminar. The annual seminar is a key highlight in our calendar as it provides a platform for knowledge sharing and discussions on crucial issues to improve our children and make them a total leader, not only in academics, but also embracing soft skills that affect our children's education and well-being positively. The theme for this year, Future-Proofing Success, Mastering Soft Skills and Professional Development in a Changing World, is particularly relevant given the challenges and opportunities in today's evolving academic and social landscape. We live in an era of rapid change where traditional knowledge and technical skills alone are no longer sufficient for success. Our children must be equipped with not only academic excellence, but also with soft skills, those intangible yet invaluable qualities such as communication, emotional intelligence, adaptability, and teamwork. It is important to know that these soft skills, combined with professional development, will ensure that our children are not just ready for the future, but are empowered to thrive in it. Today's seminar reminds us as parents that our role extends far beyond financial responsibility. We also have a role in fostering these soft skills at home with our children through improved communication and engaging in extracurricular activities like community services and internship. We must be active participants in shaping the attitudes and outlooks of our children, guiding them towards becoming responsible and capable leaders of tomorrow, and also to prepare them to navigate the uncertainties of tomorrow's world, where industries are evolving and new challenges emerge every day. Pertinently, the Bells University Parent Forum exists to ensure that we are partners in this educational journey, not just passive observers. The university is also a vibrant collaborator in this journey. Bells University of Technology, Ota, has unswervingly shown its dedication to providing our children with a well-rounded education. The university's focus on preparing students for the demand of the global workforce, coupled with its effort to develop leadership and interpersonal skills, is commendable. In addition, I urge us all to remember that open communication with our children is key. We must create safe spaces for them to express their challenges, ideas, and dreams. In doing so, we'll help foster their self-confidence and resilience, essential qualities for success in both their academic and personal lives. It is imperative to state that as parents, we must work hand in hand with the university to ensure that our children are receiving the support, guidance, and opportunities they need to master these soft skills. Conclusively, I'd like to thank the entire committee and everyone who has worked tirelessly to organize this seminar. I'm confident that the discussions and insights we will gain today will leave us all better equipped, particularly our maybe children. To our students, remember that you are the future. Your journey may be filled with challenges, but with perseverance, integrity, and the right guidance, you will rise to achieve greatness. Thank you all, and I wish us a successful and enriching seminar.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Please, let's appreciate her one more time. Please, a round of applause for the chairperson, Bells University Parents Forum. Thank you, ma'am. Join me as I may welcome the Vice Chancellor, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Akunaya Opoko, for her opening remark. Please, a round of applause for her as she steps forward. Thank you, ma'am. Please sustain the applause. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. It is not her opening remarks. It is his opening remarks, because I stand on behalf of the Vice Chancellor. So you may be seeing me, but the voice you will be hearing is the voice of the Vice Chancellor. Permit me to stand on already well-established protocol. I stand on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, who is unavoidably absent, but has asked me to stand in the gap for him. I bring you very warm greetings from him. On behalf of the university management, staff, and students of Bells University of Technology, Otta, and with great pleasure, I welcome you all to the annual seminar of the Bells University Parents Forum, holding today, Wednesday, 13th November 2024. As you all know, Bells University of Technology is the first private university of technology in Nigeria. It was established by the Bells Educational Foundation after obtaining its operating license in 2005, and consequently, it commenced operations on 1st July 2005. The university is presently in her 20th year of operations and has witnessed remarkable landmarks, developments, and achievements within this period. For this, we acknowledge the vision of the founding fathers for investing in the education sector. And let me reiterate that they have provided a strong platform on which we stand today to educate ourselves. When the idea of the Bells University Parents Forum, BUPF, was mooted some years back by my predecessor, Professor Isaac Adebayo Adeyemi, we learned of the anxieties that the forum's focus may be misplaced and it could easily morph into a negative, powerful pressure group that could easily antagonize the university at every point, thus negating its very purpose. This was deemed justified because of the noted modus operandi of such associations in other institutions around. However, we are proud to note that successive leaderships of this unique forum had always strived to operate within the ambits of its guidelines and has proven to be partners in progress with the university administration. It is instructive to note, however, that despite the challenges we all face in our daily existence and interactions, we have always been able to find some common grounds within which issues are raised, deliberated upon, and resolved. However, we must understand and appreciate the fact that the forum is of parents, guardians of our students, and other stakeholders, which make us all veritable stakeholders in the education, development, and well-being of these young ones. This means that it is expected for us all to consciously look out for common grounds to tackle issues as they come up in matured manners of mutual respect, trust, and understandings of prevailing situations as guided by extant regulations. Thus, over the years, we have come to accept and appreciate the mutually beneficial relationship between the university and Bells University Parents Forum as a norm. Let me at this juncture appreciate the BUPF for identifying with the university and for their various intervention programs. Your interventions have always been timely and thoughtful, for which we are very grateful. I make bold to speak on behalf of our promoter, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR, PhD, that you are highly appreciated. Some 10 years back, The leadership of the forum came up with the idea of this seminar to address germane and topical issues on the welfare of students specifically. The university keyed into and identified with this laudable initiative. As such, an event creates a veritable avenue to address issues pertaining not only to our students, but also to education generally. It is noteworthy that topics of previous seminars had addressed very topical issues, and we are glad to note that today's own is not an exception. The uniqueness of today's event is twofold. One, it is being hosted by the 8th chairperson of the forum, and secondly, it is the 10th edition of the seminar. I wish, therefore, to heartily congratulate the forum as an entity on these landmarks. The theme of today's seminar, Future-Proofing Success, Mastering Soft Skills and Professional Development in a Changing World, is very intriguing and apt for a time like this. This is very important as we are dealing with the need to reorient these young and impressionable ones who we consider as our future and the future of mankind. Needing to reorient them, especially on the importance of mastering soft skills and to develop themselves professionally, especially in a fast-changing world. As local parentis and co-stakeholders, we identify with initiatives that present opportunities for our students to be prepared to be world changers and illuminators of wherever corner of the society they may find themselves. I strongly believe that all parties need that rude awakening to the reality of what we may already be facing globally. By this I mean not only the students, but also we, as their parents, guardians, tutors, and local parentis. We need to understand that these topics are very important and border on the very future we desire for these precious young ones and our collective future. And may I state that our eminently qualified resource persons here today will educate us more on the need and how to take care of ourselves. In closing, therefore, I wish to congratulate the leadership of BUPF for being true to the forum's mandates for this thoughtful initiative and beautiful outing. Also, I wish to personally and warmly welcome our guests, resource persons, and other stakeholders for identifying with us today. I have no doubt that we all will be glad we came here today. May I charge our students to pay close attention to every detail, to be gleaned here today accordingly. Once again, I welcome you all to Bells Tech, where only the best is good for bells. Professor Jeremiah Oludele Ojediro, Vice Chancellor, Bells University of Technology. Thank you.
A big round of applause for our mama in the house, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Bells University of Technology, representing the Vice Chancellor. Please, let's appreciate her once again. Put your hands together for our DVC. Thank you so much, ma'am. We have come to the heart of the program, and that is mainly why we are gathered here today. So to handle this segment, join me as I make welcome Professor Enin Olobo to introduce the guest speakers and every other thing that follows. Please, a round of applause for him.
Thank you very much. like the moderator said, we are now at the very heart of today's program. Please join me as I invite Dr. Femi Awoyomi to please come out and stand here as we take his brief. Thank you. Please, control room, can we have his brief?
Dr. Femi Awoyomi, MBA, PhD, FCIB, is a distinguished leader in business, finance, and youth empowerment, recognized for his transformative contributions across Africa. With an MBA from the University of Nigeria and a PhD from the University of Ibadan, Dr. Awoyomi's educational foundation is as impressive as his career, marked by significant roles including branch manager at Standard Chartered Bank, where he excelled in strategic banking operations and business development. As a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, FCIB, and the Chartered Institute of Finance and Control of Nigeria, FCIFC, he brings authoritative expertise to financial management and control. Dr. Awoyomi is an adjunct faculty at the World Bank Center of Excellence in Agricultural Development and Sustainable Environment, CEDES, at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, where he teaches agribusiness financial management. He is also the visionary founder of Leaders for Leaders in Africa and African Young Brains, initiatives devoted to cultivating leadership skills, advancing education, and fostering economic development among Africa's youth. Through his platforms, Dr. Awoyomi has empowered countless young individuals, championing opportunities and mentorship programs that equip future leaders with skills for global success. A passionate advocate for youth development, Dr. Awoyomi's career is defined by a commitment to sustainability, innovation, and social impact. His work continues to influence Africa's socio-economic landscape, making him a respected figure and a catalyst for positive change. It's a rare privilege to have him talk to us on this August occasion of our 10th annual seminar of Bells University Parents Forum. He's to speak on the topic, Essential Soft Skills in the 21st Century VUCA, Volatility, Uncertainty, Complexity and Ambiguity Economy. With standing ovation, please join me to give a warm welcome to our dynamic guest speaker.
Welcome
Dr. Femi
Femi Awoyomi, husband of Professor Awoyomi, father of Dr. Awoyomi and Engineer Awoyomi. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. You can have your seat. It is a great privilege to be here this afternoon. And I'm privileged to meet some people here for the time. So I will not just say I'm standing on the existing protocol. I will gladly acknowledge the Vice Chancellor. I may not be able to say his name as it is, but this is not the first time I'm entering into the university, and I've seen a lot of changes. Can we put our hands together for the Vice Chancellor? I want you to clap very well. Thank you, thank you. I strongly believe that the transformation is as a result of the support from the organizer of these events. That's the Bear University Parent Forum. So therefore, I sincerely appreciate the chairman of this wonderful Parents Association. Thank you so much for the support. I also want to appreciate the Deputy Vice Chancellor, because I know you are wearing two shoes, or you are stepping on two shoes at the same time. Will I say two shoes or four shoes now? Thank you so much for the welcome when we paid a courtesy visit to the Vice Chancellor. I also want to appreciate all the executive of the Parents Forum. I appreciate how you've worked together in making sure that over the past 10 years, you've been consistently organizing this seminar. I appreciate you, not only the executive, the parents, and most importantly, the students. So put your hands together for yourself, students. Clap for yourself. I appreciate you. I do not take for granted that you've supported the Parents Forum in making sure this seminar is a success even this year. And the theme of this year's seminar is future-proofing success, mastering soft skills and professional development in changing world. Yes, many of us, we are looking forward to when we leave the university. And our thinking perhaps has been consolidated by what we see in the television, the internet, and we conclude that, yes, I'm ready. I want to tell you that at the end of this seminar, probably you need to re-examine those decisions you have made and then put yourself in the right path so that you will be a success story in the future. So I'm speaking on essential soft skill in the 21st century, FUCA, and that's the time when things are not predictable. That's volatility is on the high rise, uncertainty is beyond what you can think of, and then we have complexity and ambiguity. So it is important for you to know that the life you are going to face when you graduate is not the way you are thinking of it. So the best approach for me to start this presentation could have been asking for the most important words in not my own topic, but on the theme of this seminar. So think about it. We are talking of future-proofing success, mastering soft skills, and professional development in changing world. Pick one word there, and I want you to hold it very tight. I will pick one word from that, and I will hold it tight. And that is what I will focus on. One, to me, I take success as the word. It is very, very important to me. I don't negotiate success. I cannot share, I can share success, but I cannot compromise success. So the most important word in that team is success. Why? Success is sweet. Say it to yourself. Success is sweet. And if success is sweet, in fact, you'll find out that I often talk and repeat that word to my daughter. And you know, when Professor Enilobo introduced me, he said that she is now a doctor. When she was growing up, one word that I often repeat more than anything is that success is sweet. And to you, I want you to know, for you to succeed in life, you must have passion for success. And not just as undergraduate, not just as postgraduate, not just as a graduate, even lecturer, professor, whatsoever level you have reached, please, success is what? Sweet. So in today's ever-evolving world, particularly in the context of FUCA, fatality that we have talked about, uncertainty that we have talked about, complexity and ambiguity, there is need for us to look at the critical factor for long-term career, long-term success, and that is what we want to focus on. Because research has consistently shows that 80% of job success comes from having well-developed skill, and not just hard skill, but soft skill. So think deeply about it, that for you to succeed in life, you need to focus your mind on soft skill. And only 15% of people that succeeded derive that from their technical capability. So there is need for you to pick yourself up and evaluate, do I have soft skill? And what are soft skills? So there is need for you to know that you must think deeply, evaluate, list, so concern, and focus your attention on soft skills. There are many of them. In fact, companies that prioritize soft skills, they have more achievement, 30% more likely to outperform competitors in this changing world. So there is need for you as an individual to pay attention to soft skills. So definition and understanding of soft skills. Soft skills encompass interpersonal attributes, ability, capability that you as an individual you have, and it's because that will enable you to interact with people, to be able to harmoniously work with people. They are not like carrying how to drive car or how to So I would like to say that you pay attention to those keys that are very, very important, that are attributes, that are not physical, that are not things that you probably carried. You can carry you can carry bag of cement, and then people can see that yes, you have energy. No, soft skill encompassing interpersonal attributes, an ability that enable you as an individual to interact effectively and harmoniously with others. These keys include communication, collaboration, emotional intelligence, which allows you as an individual to navigate complex social interaction effectively. There are many people that when they look at their result at the end of each semester, they find out that they are 5 pointers, first class, but they find it difficult to even interact with people, relate with people. And that is why you find out some of them, they cannot even be the captain or head of class or anything leadership. They cannot be found there, whereas they are good in technical aspect of life. So there is need for you to focus your attention on things that will make people to recognize that first class that you have and be able to put you in a position where you'll be able to lead others, where you'll be able to achieve more results. So there is need for you to develop something like emotional intelligence, and that's one of the critical soft skills that account for 58% of leadership success. When you have emotional intelligence, it makes people to actually navigate both personal and professional challenges. So, relevance of soft skill in the 21st century. In the 21st century, soft skills have become increasingly valuable as workplaces evolve. Employers now seek candidates who can collaborate. Do you collaborate with others? Even in your class, adapt to change. Do you adapt if there is a little change? Are you the one that will just pull back and you will not be able to do anything? There is need for you to be able to develop soft skills so that you can adapt to change and demonstrate emotional intelligence, just like I've said, recognizing that technical skill alone are insufficient for navigating modern challenges. And you can see what we are witnessing today. Things are just changing very fast. In a rapidly changing world, 92% of HR professionals consider soft skill equally or more important than technical skill when assessing candidate for role. So you are preparing that when I get out here, I will be earning 5 million per month. Are you prepared to acquire, to have soft skill? Because 92% of HR, those that will interview you, they believe that soft skills are more important, and it's important for you to put your mind and pay attention to developing soft skills. As automation and artificial intelligence becomes more prevalent, 50% of employees will require reskilling by 2025, and next year will be 2025. So there is even people that are already employed, they need to reskill, and because automation will displace some people, and that is why you are better off to develop soft skills at this time. And I believe that is what you are going to do. Companies that emphasize adaptability and agility in their workforce are 30% more likely to outperform their competitors. So if you are agile, if you are someone that is adaptable, I'm very sure you will be core staff of organization in the next 5-10 years. And that is our desire for you. That is why this seminar is being organized. Essential soft skill for thriving in VUCA environment. There are many soft skills that future-focused individuals must acquire and develop for Fiverr. What are those soft skills that you as an individual, what are those skills that you need to develop? I am going to mention some of them to you. In fact, I intend to mention about 20-25 of them. Number one is multidisciplinary skill. Write it down, multidisciplinary skill. This skill promotes innovation and adaptability across roles. So when you identify and you see this is where I am going, this is what I want to become, not just become a computer scientist, not just become an economist, not just become an accountant. There is need for you to also be able to multi-skill, multidisciplinary skill in the sense that you are not narrow-minded. So the skill promotes innovation, adaptability across roles. And it emphasizes that employees with multidisciplinary skill are 30% more likely to innovate. So if you are somebody that will not say, I can only handle computer-related issue, I can only do something that is tech, any other thing I cannot do, please watch it. You need to be able to develop the skill so that you can handle many things at the same time. For you to develop multidisciplinary skill, you need to take courses in different fields, join course projects and seek internship. This is the time for you to seek interns that allow you to apply diverse skills. So don't just say it is only in my field that we do my internship. Look for a place where we will be able to develop that skill. Number two, cognitive flexible skill. I call it CF skill, and it increases efficiency when switching between tasks. That means you can easily switch between tasks. And flexibility is a skill that everyone must develop. To develop this skill, practice switching between tasks or learning new and quick things, and engage in hobbies and time-bound challenges. There is need for you to be engaging in varied hobbies and time-bound challenges. Don't just run away from challenges. A little announcement by the university that this will not happen, there will not be this is what you should do, you just decided you switch off. No, that is not good. So there is need for you to develop that skill. And cognitive flexibility allows you as an employee, when you are employed, to be 60% more efficient when transitioning between tasks. That means in an organization, if you are employed and you have this skill, they can easily move you from one department to another, from one role to the another, and that will enhance what your pay, your comfortability. In fact, it will make you to be someone that they can promote to become the CEO, because you must have moved from almost every department. Number three, technological skill. The need to stay updated with the latest technology. This is very, very important by attending workshops. And I believe that you see a lot of posters on campus here when they will say they are having seminar in engineering, they are having a seminar in social sciences, they are having seminars. Just walk in there, ask the lecturer, can I attend? Since you are free, go for it. So there is need for you to update with the latest technology by attending workshops, earning certifications. I believe some of you that are very, very smart, you are already taking a lot of courses, certifications. So technological skill is what will help you in the next 5-10 years. So we cannot overemphasize the need for coding, the need for you to learn coding, AI, data analytics. These are things that will be useful to you in the next 5-10 years. And I believe that you will start today if you are not on it. And I pray that you will come and write and so to the university. Because of this seminar, I enroll myself and I got this certification, and the certification has added to me that I am now the head of Microsoft Africa, and that will be your testimony in Jesus' name. Number 4, initiative is a skill. Having initiative, it drives innovation. When you have initiative as an undergraduate, even from home, let your mom, let your dad, let people know that you take initiative. The ability to innovate continuously is what distinguishes successful individual from those that are not successful, even in an organization. So it is in this rapidly changing world, please develop that skill of initiative. Take initiative. You see paper on the floor, pick it up. That's initiative. Don't just wait for somebody to pick it up. You have seen something that can be done by you. That's initiative. Do it, and that will help to develop your skill, and you'll be able to make use of it in life. And employee with initiative and focus drives 15% more innovation. Those people that are talking, you are talking, I like people that are innovative. Organization also does, and I want you to know that you also must take that innovation, because you are like 20% are more likely to be promoted, those that have initiative. Number 5, self-motivation. Are you easily discouraged? You are one that if anything doesn't go right, then you know that is a tragic thing, and you must turn it into magic. Self-motivation. Self-motivation boosts job satisfaction, goal achievement, and project success. So if you are a self-motivated individual, you are likely going to contribute to the success of the bottom line. And Gallup emphasized that self-motivated employee reports 40% higher job satisfaction. People that get job this today, and the next 6 months, they are already thinking of quitting, because they do not possess self-motivation skill. So there is need for you to ask yourself, am I self-motivated? And that is why you see the difference between first class and second class. It's a narrow thin line, probably 4.3 or 4.449, and just 1 mark, the person failed to get 4.5 to become first class. So because probably you have not been a self-motivated individual, and I challenge you today, please develop the skill of being self-motivated. When you are self-motivated, you are going to achieve more. You are going to increase what you deliver and bring to the table. Number 6, entrepreneurship skill. Entrepreneurship skill is very, very important. This is a sought-after skill that fosters faster growth. When you are employed, let's say for example, in this university, foster faster growth, new idea and business sources. Without you develop that, your employer, even if you are self-employed, people will not buy your product when they cannot see that you have that skill of entrepreneur. And I pray you will have it, you will develop it. And many of us will talk about startup, and I say that company is a startup, and it has grown to become $5 billion business. Why? Because they sat down while on campus to develop entrepreneurship skill. And this is what you need to do. Start up your business today and have that skill, and you see that you will grow faster even than your competitor. And sustainable growth will be real. Number 7, analytical skill. These are important skills that you must have. And that's why I'm paying attention to this skill. This skill helps in data-driven decision making. If you are analytical in whatever you do, and you have that at the back of your mind, and you are developing that skill, even if you don't have it now, you find out that your decisions are likely to be more precision. That means you are going to take a faster decision, accurate decision, faster problem solving at every given time. Professionals with strong analytical skill are 50 more likely to make data-driven decisions. Look at that again. Professionals with strong analytical skill are 50% more likely to make data-driven decisions. When you are just making decisions, there is no data backing up your decision. It leads to failure, and that is why the need for you to have that skill, so that whenever you are making decisions, you have data to back it up. And it's not difficult. Ask your colleagues, how do I learn this? To be able to analyze data, to be able to gather data, and to be able to make decisions based on data. Analytical skill contributes to a 30% faster resolution of complex problems. Companies nowadays are looking for people who are good, who have this skill. Do you have it? Do you have it? And I will have paused here to call 4 of us to come out and do something for me. But because of our time, I may not be able to do that, so that you see yourself where you will be in the next 5-10 years. Number 8, resolution skill. How many problems have you been able to resolve in your family? When there is problem between even just your sibling, there is a problem. Have you been able to resolve any problem before? There is what we call resolution skill. This is a skill that you must have in a complex world, in a volatile world. There is need for people who can resolve issues, who can solve problems. So conflict resolution skill improves team dynamics and reduces turnover through conflict management. Building your emotional intelligence is key in this one. So you need to develop resolution skill. Emotional quotient can improve communication, conflict resolution, and collaboration. Organization with structured conflict resolution strategy reports a 20% increase in workplace productivity. This is very, very key. So if you are problem solver, you are always there to solve problem in your class, in the home, among your colleagues, wherever you find yourself, you find that you have that skill. When the temperature is high, you bring it down. When things cannot be solved, you are the expert, they will call them. And I advise you, I counsel you that you write it down today. I will develop resolution skill, how to resolve issue, not bringing head together, not making things difficult for people. And you will do that once you pay attention to your life. Organization with structured conflict resolution strategy report a 20% increase in workplace productivity, because in an organization you are likely going to have a lot of conflicts between the CEO and the deputy CEO, between the manager and the deputy manager, between the staff and the management. There will be one problem or the other conflict that will resolve. And if you are skillful in conflict resolution, be aware that conflict resolution leads to improvement in sales. It will lead to 58% improved team dynamics and reduces employee turnover by 15%. So therefore, an organization is always looking for someone who can quickly resolve problems. And there are some people, they like gossiping, they like coming together, creating conflicts. And management and all HR teams are watching, they have the information. But if they know that you are always there to resolve problems, most likely they will look at you as somebody that should be promoted, even when they are doing restructuring. Customer orientation. This is also very key. You cannot make progress, you cannot succeed when you don't think deeply about customer issues, and you don't have skill that will bring more customer even into your company that you want to join, or the company where you are working, or the university where you are engaging. When the vice chancellor knows that 5, 10, 15 students on the average every year comes from Professor so-so-so, comes from Dr. so-so-so, comes from this student, think about it. When you possess that customer orientation, you see the influx of people coming to the organization, coming to where you are working. Even in your family, you find out that if people will like to come to your family because they know you handle them very well. Possessing this key contributes to profitability and customer retention. So, do you have customer orientation skill? Think about it. If you are customer focused individual, know that your contribution will be central to the profits, central to the profitability of your organization or company. And that is why I also want to go to the 10th point, self-regulation, self-control. Do you have that skill that you can control yourself, self-regulation? This is an essential skill that enhances productivity and reduces stress in high-pressure environment. Employees with strong self-regulation skill are 40% more productive and experience 25% less stress. So when you have less stress, your employer, they know that while others are complaining, you have 25% less of stress. Every time people will always complain, I am passing through stress, this is too stressful. But there are some people, that is when they will be shining. That is when their boss will be thanking them. That is when the boss will say, are you not going home? And the person will say, no ma, No, sir. I want to make sure that this problem that you talk about is resolved. So self-regulation is a very, very, very important skill that everyone here must possess. Then, number 11, negotiation. It is very, very important. Some people, they will send them to go and represent the organization, to go and represent the university, to go and represent the department, to go and represent their family. But when they come back, the feedback will be, we made mistake. We shouldn't have sent you to represent you because they lack negotiation skill. Negotiation skill increases sales for companies and reduces costs. When you can negotiate, organization will pay attention to you and know that you have that skill. And it's not just by reading it, you practice it. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, somebody sends you to deliver something, to go and buy something, and you come back and the price is so expensive such that the person is feeling, can you go back and return this? It shows that you lack negotiation skill. And as a student, as undergraduate, this is the time for you to know that negotiation is the key to getting good job, to retaining good job, to having a seat at the table. And if I am an employer and I know that when during your internship I've sent you out to go and do certain things and you have demonstrated this negotiation skill, most likely I will say, please HR, once this young lady finishes with the university, let her come and join us. Let him come and join us. So negotiation skill increases sales and reduces cost. Fighter for supplies change, especially those of you that say, I want to be a purchasing manager. Please, you should be able to acquire that skill. So effective negotiation contribute to 10 to 15% higher sales follow in organization. Negotiation skill reduces operational costs by 12%, especially in high-stakes supply chain management. In developing this skill set, take negotiation and communication courses. Take it, check it online. Think deeply about it, that I lack negotiation skill. What can I do? Take those courses, negotiation and communication courses. Read relevant books, and you'll find out that you become a negotiator. Number 12, time management. These are very time-tested skills. Time management boosts productivity and goal achievement. You cannot excel in life without effective management of your time. So I plead with you that you acquire, that you possess, that you run after, that you have time management skill, because it will increase productivity by 25 to 30%, contribute to 15 faster project completion. Employee with strong time management skill are 2.2 higher, more likely to meet performance goal. If this person can manage time, you are likely going to get things done, and you are likely going to be the person that the organization will select to be in this critical committee or to head a strategic committee, because you manage time effectively. So I plead with you, possess it, manage your time. Now some people will say, I've been reading, I've been busy, whereas you are reading, you are busy, you don't know how to manage your time, but you come out with of today, check your CPGA, you find out that you are 2-2. Whereas in the same class, the same time, 24/7 you have, and somebody is first class. Most likely you need to evaluate your 24/7 and see how you are managing your time, because time is money. For you to succeed in life, use time tracking app. Use time tracking application app. You have many of them, and I know that some of you that are here, if you just Google it, you find out that you will see many of those time tracking app that can help you, and then create structured daily schedule. It is very, very important, and prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance. Number 13, networking. This is very, very important. Networking team skill is very, very critical for navigating the complexity of the world in which we find ourselves. Everything is just changing every day, so you must be able to network. It opens door to new opportunity when you can network and speak. I came in and I met the chairman of Bupf for the very first time, and I told her that I'd check her profile. You see, you network, and networking is the name of the game. It's very critical for you to network. Don't just be in your corner and you are there.
even when you graduate, some people will just go home, stay with their parents, just wake up, eat, 1 year is gone. Whereas there is your colleague is there who is really doing the networking work, and before you know, he has gone for 10 interviews and 5 offers of employment because of the skill of negotiation. It opened door to new opportunity and faster resource access. You will have faster resource access when you can network. It will help you. Professionals with strong networking skill are 3 more likely to access new opportunity, because they will throw it at you, because you are always asking, how are you? How is everything? Is there any opportunity there? Is there anything I can do for you? How can we have discussion? Can we brainstorm together? So build that networking skill. Don't just say, I'm a quiet person, I cannot talk. Talk. In fact, if there is fire, won't you talk? If there is fire outbreak and you are the only one in the room and the room is trapped, won't you talk and say, please come and rescue me? So I employ that we should think deeply about it. Then it's ethical decision-making skill. I know that I don't have much time, but at least from what I've said, ethical decision making will help build customer trust, even people around you. If you are a young lady of integrity, people know you that you are truthful. It is very, very important that you pay attention, because when you are truthful, when you are a man, a woman of integrity, many people are likely going to navigate towards you. Many people are likely going to come towards you, invite you, and seek your opinion. Number 15, situational awareness. When you are aware of what is happening around you, especially many of us, we are just on our home. We are not aware of what is happening. Try and stroll out. Know what is happening in your environment and see what you need to do to improve yourself. Finally, I want to tell you that in this 21st century, in this challenging environment, in this place where you are now, you need to start now. What did I say? You need to start now. And starting now is to identify just 5 skills that you don't have. Out of what I've explained to you, do you have one that you are good at? Do you have one that you are lacking at? Why can't you look for people of like mind? And when you have people of like mind and you brainstorm together and say, how do we develop this skill? How do we navigate after graduation? How do we have success story to share? And I believe as you pay attention to some of these skills and you develop them and you research about them and you pray about them and you don't forget them, I believe you will succeed. And success will be sweet in your mouth as you go along life in Jesus' name. Finally, there is one skill that is very key. God's factor. God's what? Factor. If you have all these skills, soft skills, and you are excellent in them, and God is not backing you up, that's disaster. That's the end. And let me tell you, from my own experience, God has been so good to me that at the time when I entered the university, I had one-on-one encounter with Christ. I gave my life to Christ. And you know what? My life was transformed. My life was changed. And I could see that without God, I can do nothing. With God, I can do all things. And when you have God by your side, I'm telling you, in fact, the Spirit of God will tell you, you are lacking this skill. You need to develop this skill. And you will not be stubborn. You will listen to God. God will build you up. And before you know it, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, you will have built an empire. You will have been a successful person. You will have acquired more than any other person has thought of. And I believe that from this little time that I've spent with you, I have been able to let you know what are critical skills that you must have, that I must have, that we must have. There is no exception. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.
Can we give a standing ovation to Dr. Awoyomi? A round of applause once more. Coming to tell us those soft skills that we must have to have sweet success in future. I'm very sure success is waiting for you. You will get there. I said you will get there. Thank you very much, Dr. Awoyomi. We are making progress, and we are going to listen to the second speaker. But while the second speaker will be coming up, please, dear students and other participants, prepare your comments, prepare your question. They are here to answer any of those questions that may be bothering your mind. Please, Mr. Olawale Ajani, I humbly invite you to please rise and stand as we listen from the studio the brief of Mr. Olawale O. Ajani.
Introducing
Ajani Olawale Olufola,
a remarkable polymath and seasoned expert in human resources, consulting, and business strategy with over 22 years of progressive experience across diverse industries, has held prominent roles with leading companies, including Moody Intertech, WTS Energy, All Energy West Africa, and Philips Consulting. A certified and licensed HR professional, certified management consultant, certified recruitment consultant, and seasoned trainer, is also a subject matter expert with the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management in Nigeria. His extensive qualifications include a bachelor's degree in archaeology and anthropology from
University of Ibadan,
where he graduated as the best arts option student with second-class upper division. He went on to earn a master's degree in sociology with a focus on demography and human resource management, and is currently pursuing a PhD in sociology of development at
Afe Babalola University,
Ekiti. He is an alumnus of Faith Foundation's Budding Entrepreneurs Program, where he served as class governor and continues to mentor the next generation of business leaders. He is also a mentor for the Tony Elumelu Foundation, the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, and Leap Africa, among others. His dedication to professional development is evident in his fellowships with the Institute of Management Consultants, the Association of Professional Recruitment Consultants UK, and Nigeria's Institute of Professional Recruitment Consultants. His professional memberships span multiple institutes, including NIM, CIPM, IMC, NITAD, and AHRL.
as a distinguished speaker who has delivered keynote addresses at the Maintenance Institute Africa in Port Harcourt for 4 consecutive years, engaging seasoned engineers from various sectors across Nigeria. His commitment to youth employability and professional growth is reflected in his work organizing career fairs and employability boot camps for institutions such as Afe Babalola University,
Ekiti,
Babcock University, University of Ibadan, Adeleke University, and more, both locally and internationally, in person and virtually.
His impact extends across industry verticals and sectors, where he has led initiatives in recruitment, change management, capacity building, and strategic consulting.
His extensive experience includes work with integrated energy, oil and gas, financial services, FMCG, e-commerce, construction, international agencies, and public service, among others. With his wealth of knowledge and a commitment to excellence, Ajani continues to inspire and elevate the HR and business landscapes in Nigeria and beyond.
It's a rare privilege to have him talk to us on this August occasion of our 10th annual seminar of Bells University Parents Board. He's to speak on the topic, professional development, diversity, future of work and automation in the 21st century.
With standing ovation, please join me to give a warm welcome to our dynamic guest speaker, Ajani.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yes,
Prof.
you can navigate with this. Backward and forward.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. You permit me, but I'll try. So I follow the university protocol. So on the high table, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, representing the Vice Chancellor, University Registrar, University Librarian, BUPF Chairman, and other board or executive members, faculty deans, HODs, all academic community and non-academic community. It gives me a great pleasure today to be here. Having been invited as a guest lecturer to present the 10th Annual Bells University Parents Forum. Sincere appreciation to Almighty God, the giver of life, university community, and my loving parents, and my siblings. Today is another interesting day in the annals of scholastic journey in quest for excellence. I like the best is good for the bells or something. Is that correct? Only the best is good for the bells. Okay, can we give ourselves a round of applause, please? I've come to realize no one appreciates you more than the way you appreciate yourself. So if you don't even have a mirror like myself, always see yourself that you are the best in everything you do. That's the way to go. So today, I'll be talking to professional development, enhancing employability skills, disruption, basically, in the 21st century VUCA economy. The first speaker has laid precedence to, quite a number of stuff, and I will pick it up from there. I was speaking yesterday at the Maintenance Institute Africa at 4 Point by Sheraton in VI, and I was speaking to essence of what soft skills is in the 21st century. All right? Hard skills, very important, but soft skills in the 21st century, like the first speaker said, we can even align it with a percentage in the workplace coming from the human capital ecosystem. So you won't be a drilling engineer that doesn't know how to communicate. You will not be a project manager that doesn't have emotional intelligence. Your work is not going to go far. All right? Practical things, is a lot of things I'm going to be telling you, and I'll share just few stories in my career experience. So future-proofing, I just want to take definitions. There remain definitions. We can get them from dictionaries or, when we go on web. But the real-life thing is the experiential knowledge I'm going to be sharing. So future-proofing success. What is future-proofing? Future-proofing is the process of anticipating the future and developing methods of minimizing the effects of shocks and stresses for future events. This is Wikipedia definition. And example of future-proof is future-proof ESG. These are new buzzwords. Environmental sustainability and governance, which most times corporate, and most of what is happening in corporate, trust me, will be coming into academia as we speak. Yeah. So that's the essence of towns and gowns. We need to have the nexus where we meet, industry, stakeholder meetings, and stuffs like that. And for me, in my head, the reason why Deputy Vice Chancellor is no longer admin and academics, the introduction of RISP, Research, Innovation, and Strategic Partnership, is to be able to see what is happening out there. Stakeholder engagement, meetings, and what is new that we can latch onto. The world of work, like the first speaker said, is highly volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. And we are all going out there, promise me. Or most of us will be going out there. So after we finish here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the numbers of years you use, you'll be going out there. After the 1 year NYSC mandatory, service, which I admonish you should plan for now before you go out. Second year, how do I want to spend my 1 year mandatory service? I spent mine in a remote outpost. I was teaching in a local village that after 21 years, they don't still have power supply. So you know what I experienced when I did my NYSC. So I'm saying to everyone here, please plan ahead. It's not when NYSC comes, you now say, this is plan what you want to do. It's going to be 11 calendar months minus the 3 weeks, orientation. So we need to future-proof, whatever ecosystem we find ourselves. I'm in agri, a future-proof. I'm in technology, a future-proof. I'm in business, a future-proof. I'm in finance, I'm in human capital, which I find myself a future-proof. So what skills will be required in the future that I need to possess, and what competencies, what software knowledge, what professional organization do I need to join, for me to move right up the ladder? I will not be on officer position forever. I joined this company on maybe graduate trainee. One day I see myself, I'm going to be the CEO of this organization. Jack Welch has a fantastic story we can read, leading GE in 41 years. So if you future-proof something, then you design or change it in a way so that it will continue to be useful or successful. That's sustainability. Knowledge of yesterday might no longer be relevant today. And methods in which we do stuff, today you hear iOS, this iOS is no longer compatible with this system. So which Excel are you using? Which Microsoft, which version is it? Are we together? Are we together? Which version is it? So today you need to future-proof the future, you are getting to. Because change is the most, sustainable thing you can think of. So if you future-proof something, then you design or change in a way so that it will continue to be useful and successful in the future. And today we are talking about future-proof skills. Future-proof skills. Let me quickly say what CNBC said. The future of work will not be about certificates. It will be about skills. I'll demonstrate it while I'm here. Okay? So future-proof skills. You can take it down. 1 is leadership. 2 is adaptability, like the first speaker said. 3 is digital literacy. If you are not savvy with IT, you are in the Stone Age. All right? In today's world. 4 is self-learning, what you call lifelong learning. Everybody must be able to understand the essence of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge. And the way it is, like I said, knowledge of yesterday might no longer be relevant today. So you need to upskill, reskill, certify, recertify, and you are not waiting. And maybe to the academic community, don't say, now I'm a professor. It's time to relax. No. The reward for, how did they put it? Hard work, thank you. The reward for hard work is more work. I want to know you are following me. All right? So, future-proof industry. 1 here is data science. I have a friend that studied geology that has worked about 14 years in the oil and gas industry, in Kuwait, in Abu Dhabi, in Oman, in Bahrain. Today in Canada, he's not doing geology. He's doing data science. After spending that numbers of years, certifications, NMGS membership, all that. So, we are in a fluid economy, and it is boundaryless and borderless. Like, because I studied archaeology and anthropology, I've never gone to any museum to get any appointment, and I've never worked in any laboratory or because there's a talent inside of us, which we must not joke with, which I preach everywhere I go. Talent and aptitude is not the same thing. What you learn in class is aptitude, your talent is latent inside of you. So you might study cybernetics engineering and say photography is what you want to do. And the world is not only tilting towards this is latent knowledge. There are things you can do and you can become as you go on, because the skills, they become obsolete like this. All right? So other future-proof industries is cybersecurity. And yesterday we were discussing the more data you need to keep, the more security conscious you need to be. Are we together? The more we're living in the world of big data. The new oil is data. All right? The new oil is data. We are not talking hydrocarbons, all that. We are talking renewable energies, right? No, we're talking renewable energies now. Why should we wait for Kainji Dam to be up or down before we have power supply? We have cassava peels, we have maize grains, we have sugar cane, we have wind, we have sun. All right? So we need to put all this together to ensure that we future-proof the industry where we find ourselves. Except Indonesia will be 300 years ahead of us. Malaysia will be 400 years ahead of us. India will be 700 years ahead of us, and maybe we'll just be in one spot. And I pray that doesn't happen to us. So talent. Who or what is a talent? Talent is an exceptional natural ability, especially in a particular activity. Talent is often thought of the kind of ability that comes without training. Like I said, your talent is inside of you, and you just need to identify and develop it. So something you are born with, though it's often contrasted with skill, is an ability to acquire and develop through practice. Talent is the natural ability to do something better than most people. So, C. Ronaldo will play free kick better than, other players. Muhammad Ali fought better. He's a talented boxer. Tiger Woods play golf better than other people. He's a talented golfer. Serena Williams and Venus play lawn tennis better because they are talented lawn tennis players, and they started early as well. So they need to put in the work. Soft skills, the first speaker has done justice to that. Just for few emphasis, which later I'm going to display on the screen. Key soft skills in the 21st century, which we can also call life skills or socio skills or transferable skills. These are skills that are non-hard skills, and not naturally that you go to university, college of education, or polytechnic to learn it. All right? So you are not going to study MSc emotional intelligence. You're not going to do PhD, maybe collaboration. All right? So these soft skills in the 21st century is very important for us, like the first speaker has said, to ensure that we deliver optimum results in the workplace. Time management, EI, teamwork, creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and so on and so forth. So I come to automation, which is disruption. The world of work is undergoing disruption per second. The top 5 Silicon Valley companies were found less than 30 years ago. The top 5 Silicon Valley companies by market capitalization were found less than 30 years ago. Apple, Google, Facebook, Netflix are all under 30 years. So we can ask, what are they doing differently that makes them to have that? I was at a seminar and I learned market capitalization for Google and Apple alone is more than the budget of the 54 African nations. Just 2 companies in Silicon Valley. Their market capitalization is higher than 54 African nations' budget. That's how well they are doing. Google, 26 years old, became Alphabet in 2015, and it's a lot of work. So when you say Gen Zs, the way they dress, the way they think, we neglect them, you need to understand them. What you need to do is understand them. Because there's cross-collaboration, as the first speaker, has said. We need to find a nexus between baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Y, and millennials. And we are talking about Gen Alpha as we are going. All right? Because the old ones will go. Either they like it or not. There's time to leave the stage, and the new ones need to come. Like we in HR, we are talking about succession planning. You need to plan, the timeout and when people come. So there are different types of automation: fixed, programmable, flexible, integrated. And this has assisted us a lot with the way we do things. Yesterday I was talking about when you see E and a hyphen, you know that it is electronic assisted. So e-banking, e-recruitment, e-procurement, you have diverse, and it assists us. So you open an app to a bank, you can pay your visa fee, you can pay customs duties, you don't need to step into the bank anymore. But those days, you need to tally number 126. You will stay 4 hours in the banking hall and you'll be tired, hungry, and all that. But tech has actually disrupted, all that for us. Automation in ICT. IT automation is the process of creating software, which is the world of work today, and systems to replace repeatable processes. Those processes we do repeatedly, software assist us to get that done, and reduce manual intervention. It accelerates the delivery of IT, infrastructure, and application by automating manual processes and other that previously require human touch. And today, we are talking about artificial intelligence. On our phones, you see Meta AI, right? On our WhatsApp, Meta AI. Something you are confused about, just drop, like ask your friend Google. Just drop it in Meta AI. I have little, issues that it might not be able to pick history, correctly, because history itself is subjective. But look at Silas Adekunle, which I'm found to always mention. The highest paid robotics engineer in the world is Silas Adekunle, and he's a Nigerian like you and I. He designed the intelligent gaming robot, and Apple bought into it. He left shores of Nigeria at age 12. I think he's now 33. And basically, he went to University of West of England, made a first class in robotics engineering. UWE has actually conferred on him honoris causa 2 years ago. But what I'm saying is, paper is not sufficient. We won't see him flying like that if he's only relying on paper he had. Am I speaking to somebody? So if you say, oh, publication, oh, I've been doing this fine. What about you need to have also what people need to latch into? 2 people created Google for us, Sergey Brin and Larry Page. Okay? So beyond paper certification, skills in the 21st century is very important. So I break the ice to say, World Economic Forum said the most critical engine in the 21st century is human capital. Human capital is the most critical engine in the 21st century. And like I've said that, future of work will not be about certificate, but skills. So what skills do you have? So I come to the crux of the lecture. The need to take a radical departure from over-reliance on paper qualification, which Ronald Dahl referred to as credential inflation or diploma disease, is latched on the outcome of research survey that submits that college performance is a poor hiring predictor. College performance is a poor hiring predictor. I'm standing here not saying don't have a good college degree. All right? Get your 2-1, get your first class. And if everybody can get first class, I'm happy. But beyond that, what you need outside of air is beyond your paper. That is just 1/8 or 1/10. So when we hire, aptitude test is only what we use to test the knowledge of what you have about the job. All right? We also do psychometric test. We also conduct personality and behavioral test. So that's why university is in learning and character. All right? So in years past, most organizations, especially the big four, PwC, KPMG, Ernst & Young, and Deloitte, will say, we just want second-class upper. That's what they say. But things have changed. It's no longer like that anymore. Because they realize just hiring based on class of degree does not work. And I'll share my story here. All right? So today, the McKinsey of this world, Bain & Company, Boston Consulting Group are saying, if you have third class, we are even willing to put you to examination and evaluation. The first key in that bunch might not open that door. The need to give. I've interviewed first class that disappointed me, and I've interviewed a 2-2 that really impressed me. And I'm not saying get 2-2. Get the best, but what you need outside is more than what you are carrying in your hand. I'm telling you. So there will be need for what skills are you bringing? Negotiation skills, all right? Project management skills, which I tell us today, as university is no longer brick and mortar, but it's an ecosystem of social experiment. You have Coursera. If you have data on your phone, you can learn a lot of things. Udemy, Allison, Coursera, EDX, LinkedIn Learning, quite a number, which is add-on to what you are learning, in class. So what do you do with your data? Like I said yesterday at the conference, is it very dark man you are using your data to follow? It's left, but you must do, the right thing. So I want to share a story around this class of degree, and I think it's good I say it here at this opportunity. In the year 2006, I had an opportunity to interview for what Olusegun Obasanjo called exclusive interview for 2-1 and first class. Please listen very carefully. I want you to learn from this. So there was a short list, and I was invited, and I was taking my master's in UI, and I traveled to Osogbo to have this interview. And I sat, and were two. The guys that sat next to me, I didn't know I'm meeting him for the first time. And the interviewer asked, who made first class? And who made 2-1? Then my heart was, I never knew I'm coming to interview with a first class graduate. And that's the guy that sat next to me. Lo and behold, the first 3 questions, they asked my friend that made first class from one of the, from a first generation university. He could not answer any of them. The first 3. And that's my first experience with class of degree. And the man switched, and he came to me, my 4 questions, and I did my questions all. Then that was when he went back to him. As God will have it, the discipline he studied was what I'm studying for masters in UI. And I went to ask some of the guys in my class that came from the university, do you know this person? Yes. He made a first class, but he always cram. But he always, So never allow the leanings or the wiring of your learning to be cramming. It will go off. It will go off very easily. If you understand it, you can say it 38 years after, the exact way you learned it. And that was my story. So beyond that, you will realize that what we need to learn outside, we need to bring people like we are doing today. Thank you to BUPF and thank you to other universities that are doing, similar stuff. To bring industry experts, consultants, to come and speak. Oh, this is how a CV should be written. This is how a cover letter, should be written. You have people that are professionals in the workplace that have worked 12, 15 years. They can write a professional CV. So all these are very important for us. I come to the point to discuss these 5 key elements when we are talking professional development, which we don't pay attention in Africa. One is volunteering, and I think first speaker mentioned something on volunteering. The fresh graduates want to sit on interview table and say, what is your salary expectation? Say 350. They just mention, big figures. With no experience, maybe they are oblivion of, what they are meant to. They've not made research about the company they are interviewing for to know what is. And Google is your friend. The company has a website. Glassdoor, PayScale, Indeed, all these websites will tell you what salaries these organizations, pay at entry, or no matter what cadre you want to actually interview for. So we need to volunteer more. Everything will not be what you earn. I volunteer for Tony Elumelu, Leap Africa, Faith Foundation. It's pro bono, but it gives you a lot of experience. So if I mentor a Zambian, a Rwandan, it's bulk of, I'm not paid, but it gives me a whole lot of experience. Internship, which the first speaker also spoke about. We need to intern. Don't just say I studied geology and this is the only thing. You can also intern in other companies to make you more robust. Professional coaching, get a coach. I think university is also doing something in mentoring. When you come, maybe they ask senior students to mentor, the junior ones, or lecturers in that areas you want to specialize can also, mentor. Then you need to network, which is one of the skills that the first speaker also mentioned. You need to network. The job you are looking for, the conference yesterday, somebody walked in 2 days ago and said, I didn't come to attend this conference as a delegate. I am looking to hire 2 employees. That's what I came for. I didn't come to attend this conference as a delegate. I'm coming to hire 2. So from what questions you can ask, or how you are able to, network, is able to say, send your CV, and some jobs is, can you start on Monday? Some roles is, can you start on Monday? Yes. So the world of work is highly volatile and is requesting more than what paper can actually give us. You see, I start, laying emphasis on that. So let me do this Bell's Tech thing to students here. For you to be ambassador of Bells, before I go to my slides, as I'll be wrapping up, the B for Bells is you have to be bold. All right? What I've called Bell's Tech. The B is, as a student, you need to be bold. When you are bold, you are brave, you are confident. Not confidence of ignorance. Okay? Confidence of what you know. You need to be bold. 2 is you need to be eloquent. People will not want to listen to somebody saying, I'm wanting to, nobody will want to listen to someone like that. You need to be, everybody loves Obama because it's an orator. L is you need to be a lifelong learner. Okay? You need to be a lifelong learning doesn't stop until you die. You need to be a lifelong learner. Then the second L is you need to be a leader. Everyone has that leadership traits in them. But do you develop your leadership, trait? S is you need to be smart. Smart as in you need work smart, academic smart. I just shared the experience of someone that crammed. Is it not better to have a lower class of degree than to have a higher one? And you can't demonstrate. What we call demonstrable experience in hiring is what you carry. You must be able to tell me that you justify. You can be dashed. So T is trustworthy. Trust is a very, very important coefficient that you cannot compromise. E is you have to be exceptional. I like when you say the only thing is to be best. Yes, I like that. In Ibadan, we say if it's from Ibadan, it must be outstanding. All right? So the C is creativity. You have to be creative. So if you are waiting for jobs you have applied for and the jobs are not coming yet, how creative are you? Your university certificate makes you a solution provider. Which problems are you solving? Which problems are you solving? So Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, when they started Apple, they said they were college dropouts. If you Google it, that's what you find there. Don't drop out. All right? Focus on your study. But you must have a craft, all right, that you can demonstrate to the world that I'm the new Silas Adekunle. As at today, that is the highest paid robotics engineer in the world. He's a Nigerian. He's 33. Then the H is humble. In everything you become in life, group CEO, field marshal, you must be humble. Humility takes you higher than that guy that is hardworking, talented, but arrogant. So attitude is 100%. Then the last H is hardworking. You put in the work. You need to put in the work. So can I have the slides as I try to close? Can I have the slides? Okay, I can do the 10 books. It's 10th year for BUP, so I came to share 10 books. So you can note them down. Book number 1, Who Moved My Cheese? Dr. Spencer Johnson. Who Moved My Cheese? That's a book everyone in this auditorium must read. 2, Gifted Hands. Dr. Ben Carson. 3, Attitude the Difference Maker. John C. Maxwell. 4, Eat That Frog. Brian Tracy. 5, You Don't Need a Title to Be a Leader. Mark Sambon. 6, Start with Why. Simon Sinek. 7, Good to Great. That's Jim Collins. Powerful book. 9, The World is Flat. Thomas L. Friedman. 10, Positive Thinking. Napoleon Hill. This will be shared. I will leave this with the program organizers because I realize the more you read, the more your horizon is broadened. So when they tell you there's no space anymore, at the base, but as you go up, there are spaces and spaces and spaces. That's why you have one CEO, but you can have many directors. You can have many business managers. You can have many operations. At that level, when you go up on organogram, you see just one guy staying up there. And he has some competencies that others, doesn't possess. All right? So, thank you. So, in looking at what we need to focus on, which is our world is being threatened by autonomy, by increased workloads and all that, and all we need to do is disrupt. And technology is what does that for us, which is automation. Where do we go next? How do we impact? Flex work. Yeah? Because it's a volatile environment. We need robotics, all those things that can assist us to get our work done. We need to key into flex work, flexible work. You see today, remote, hybrid. Some work that can be outsource them. Some that can be offshore them. So they pick your call, but it's in Gujarati in India. The person that picks your call, is sitting. You don't need to have 200 employees if you need just 14. You can outsource, the non-core of your jobs. All right? So where are we going? Future of work, now of work. When is future? Now. So we are even in the now of work. Are you equipped? Are you equipped for the now of work? So for employability skills for future workforce, 1, creativity. 2, complex problem solving. You need to solve complex problems. That's what earns you promotion, and that's what keeps you on the job. If you don't bring value to workplace, when we resize, yes, the way we love you in HR, we love you, we love you out. It's been nice doing, yeah. Critical thinking, everybody, and this is not for, I'm happy I'm in University of Technology, but this is not for technology-based or oriented disciplines alone. Everybody needs to do what? Think critically. Even when you study religious studies, even when you study history, anything you study, you need to think critically. Virtual collaboration. COVID, the monster, came and disrupted our ecosystem. I put it to you, we had Zoom, Teams, Cisco Webex all this time, but we were not aligning with them because there was no significant or remarkable or immediate need for them. But when COVID came and we could not have external training, physical training, even my dad at 80, you can use Zoom. Everybody needs to, latch in. It's either you disrupt or you be disrupted. Get on the bus. If you don't get on the bus goes, you are left behind. Social intelligence, people skills, particularly for people in tech that believes machine and all that is, the decider or the enabler of the job. People skills is important. You need to communicate. You need to have the right emotional intelligence, like the first speaker said, to, understand and show empathy in the workplace. This is what the 4 walls of work, is projected to be in 2020. The yellow, that's humans comes first. The red, innovation rules. You have to be creative and innovative in the current 21st century. Then the green world, companies care. Companies need to show, more care to. Then the blue world is corporate is king, and the corporate world is all waiting for you. All right? Those ones you release to us after you kept in the university, we are waiting for them to come. New media literacy. There's no how I want to say this. Everybody has WhatsApp, everybody has Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all that. Lifelong learning. I've said a lot about that. User experience, user interface. This is very important because when you look at data as descriptive, prescriptive, and predictive. Your predictive data that is talking to robotics, when you type something and you have typed it before on your phone, you will see the phone telling you, do you mean to, type this? That's predictive data. So it's important to have that user experience. Unfortunately, there's no self-checking machine here at any of our airports. But if you fly frequently, a self-checking machine, when you just show, your boarding pass on it, you go on the plane. It saves a lot of time. You don't have to be saying, this is my passport, look at it, this. Yes, just in Durban, you see self-checking machine. Why can't we have stuffs like that. So technology is not waiting for us, and it's not made for man, it's man for technology. So we have to, leverage on technology. Design thinking. This is not also only for software or hardware programming engineers or people in the technology space. It's for everybody. Everybody needs to have what they can design, in their head. Otunba Gaddafi that did the mobile toilet, MTT, that you see. So if we have a lot of crowd and we need to ease ourselves and we have limited toilet, why can't we have a mobile toilet? We can bring 40 to an event that is having like almost 1,500 capacity, and you don't have to be waiting, come out on time, come out. You understand? So design thinking is also what we need to latch on in the 21st century. And the last one is responsible digital citizenship. In a world where the boundaries between virtual and the physical world are blurred, like we say, the world is flat. Responsible digital citizenship is another one of those must-have employability skills for the future. Responsible digital citizenship means using online resources responsibly. So you won't have a LinkedIn profile and you put where you carry one wine and you are at the beach as your LinkedIn picture. I won't give you that job. That's the truth. You can put that on Facebook or on Instagram. Know where to put appropriate information and data. So in conclusion, circumstances have changed. The IT Charter is expanding to include a larger focus on individuals, teams, and overall business performance. And accelerating technology cycles are rapidly increasing the pace of change in our work patterns. Our work patterns will change, all right? The tools we need to do it will change. The technology we need to do it will change. The processes will change. The systems will change. And I think the people also are changing. Thank you very much.
Please, a round of applause for our second speaker, Mr. Olawale Ajani. Please, let's appreciate him better. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for that wonderful presentation. At this junction, we are going to be taking contributions, questions, and answers from members of our parents, from the parents present, as well as the executive and anybody who has one or two things to say. And then from our amiable students, those of us that have questions, if you don't want to come forward, just put it down and pass it to the ushers. Ushers, where are we? Ushers. 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 Where are our ushers? Please, if you have any question, any contribution, please indicate, let's get to you. Is there anyone who has something to contribute to what has been said so far? Okay, I have someone who has something to say, but in just 20 seconds, contribute to what has been said so far. If you have any questions, students that have questions, please pass it to the ushers. They will bring it to the front. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. All protocols duly observed. I am very happy that I attended this program, or I'm attending this program. I would like to talk to our students. I would want you to understand that the speakers are not telling you not to study hard. You are supposed to study hard, because the very first thing that you need for the world, for the workplace to open up for you is the certificate. And let me tell you that if our speaker did not make that second class upper and the other man did not make that first class, in the very first instance, they wouldn't have been shortlisted. I have an experience. I have someone very good, very intelligent, but unfortunately, we made a mistake that she studied a course that she did not want to study, and because of that, did not make very good grade. She got an opportunity to work in a very good place. She did that work very well, but when they wanted to take her in, eventually, because of the class of degree, they did not take that person. This one, she has the skills, all the skills that we mentioned, social skills, IT, whatever, eloquent, good, in all round, very good. If you don't ask for that certificate, there's nowhere this person wouldn't have done very, very well on that job. So please and please ensure that you give utmost attention to your studies here. These other skills that we are referring to will be addition to what you need. The very first thing you need is a good degree, and don't play with it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, let's put our hands together for Professor Arisa. That's the Director of Academic Planning. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. All protocols duly observed. I want to really appreciate Mrs. Adefowoke Ayoponle. Your first program is wonderful. Congratulations. I also want to appreciate the BUPF. Every year we gather here and we go home with something. I also want to appreciate the management of this team, because we have had other universities where the management of the university do not allow the BUPF to operate independently. So it is, in fact, democratic of you people. I want to appreciate the speakers. In fact, you have spoken so well. I now see myself that, in fact, I have come here as a learner, as a student, and I'm going home fully loaded. The first speaker, the second speaker, you have spoken to us this afternoon. You have not only spoken to the students, you have also spoken to us, the parents, because learning does not end. I'm going home with everything, and I don't know, I'm promising you, I'm going to be a changed person. Information technology means I'm going to key into it. So I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Please, let's give it up for Professor Atache, the Dean of College of Natural and Applied Sciences. Do we have any more contributions, questions? Okay, a parent wants to say something. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the lecture, and I've gained a lot. But my admonition, and I also want to thank the students. In fact, when I came in this afternoon, I was very happy and impressed with the number of students already seated. It shows that they are keen, they are eager to learn. So I'm very, okay, so I appreciate the students. But I have one admonition that I want all the students to take hope today. If you want to be a great leader, if you want to achieve greatness, you must be able to manage your time effectively. And now that you are on campus, parents are not there to monitor you. So you are your parents. You should be able to guide your time effectively. You should know the time to read, time to sleep, time to do all that you need to do effectively. And secondly, we are in the era of technology. Like my son will ask me, "Mommy, please send me data, send me money for data." That data that you have, make best use of it for your future. Not just for the academics, but what you can get out of the knowledge you have been in, that the lecturers have impacted in you. So it must not just be the classroom experience. What you have, you should be able to think out of the box and achieve greatness. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A round of applause for her, please. Okay, I think a student wants to ask a question. Please come forward. Tell us your name, your department, and then your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that lecture. My name is Olagbayo Joshua Kehinde, a student of the Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, 300 level. So when I joined because I had a class, so the later I was able to meet, I have a question on that. talked about the fact it's not only about making the first class. You have to have the in-depth knowledge when you ask questions to actually prove this degree that you have, you do not fail. And most of the times in the academic setting, I feel like most students study just for the exam, like, okay, let me just pass this exam, let me just make this first class. And we don't really get the core knowledge that is needed to actually be applied in the outside world. So I want to say, is there any anything that the school or bodies can do to just make sure that it's not even like it's pressured, but the students are actually getting these things that they need and they're actually making the first class that they can prove and they're showing workings for it? So that's just my question.
The question is directed at who now? Second speaker?
No, it was the last speaker. Speaker.
Okay, I think this question is meant for the last speaker. Sir, would you want to let us harvest all the questions first so that you just answer once and for all? Any other question? Okay, please come forward. Tell us your name, your department, and quickly to the question. Your name first.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ignorama Elobosa Florence, and I'm from the Department of Agriculture, Fisheries and Animal Science. So my question is, sir, you talked about how we should not just focus on, exactly, pulling from what he said, not just focus on reading for exam, we should network and also gather other resources we need for our field and what we need to become great. So I want to ask, as a student and you seek to build your social visuality, you seek to build yourself in social media, and you mentioned LinkedIn to be specific, and you said you cannot just post a picture that you are taking in wine and you post it on LinkedIn. You should know the pictures to post in specific social medias. So as a student now, and you want to grow your social media handle, LinkedIn is specifically for professional matters. How do we do it? You know, at the same time, we are not seeking for a job now. Definitely we'll do it in the future. We're not looking for a job now. So how do we create and manage our posts, especially in LinkedIn, that it will put us in a specific place for a job later, but at the same time, it's not that we are asking for a job now. I don't know if you understand.
Okay. Thank you. Please, let's appreciate her. Please put your hands together for her. Do we have any other student who has a question? Yes, please come forward. And please make it snappy, very snappy. Please, let's appreciate her as she comes forward. Please put your hands together. Yes, your name, your department, and your question, and who is directed at. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Chigozie Akano Divine. I'm a 300 level economics student, and my question is to anyone. My question is, how can university better support students in developing these essential soft skills and adaptability, given we spend 4 to 5 years around this? How can it help us take more ownership of this skill building for the future? Just to explain it, how can the school help us to reach these things that you said that we need to get done?
Please, let's appreciate her. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. A parent, I suppose. Okay, please, can you come forward, please? A contribution or a question? Both.
All protocols observed. Onye speaking. I want to ask a very crucial question. Is there a way, because I have a child in a secondary school right now, that the school has incorporated this C-school, some of these texts, some of these skills, they made it optional. And they put it at free time, maybe evening time, Saturdays, Sunday. They partner with they partner with the experts. They come in to train children, and they share this vision with the PTA members. So if your child is interested in this kind of skill, the school is partnering with this. Every week we'll be having this. So make it optional. Because what I'm saying is that those of us in the business world, most of the things we learned on the job, if we have learned when we were students, would have been far better. If somebody has taught us some of those things, we're not learning them on the job, trying to improve our skills, going to a lot of seminars and auditions and all that. If we had ability, if we had the access to such information at student level, it would have given us, we would have better informed than we're positioned. So if there's also a way that the school can partner with the experts in some of these basics, can make it optional. Make these programs like Saturdays, evenings, Sundays, when the students are free, and the parents can come in and say, my son or my child, I think this scale will be better for you. And if also have with guidance and counselors who can also say, because they're studying this course, so skills can be added to it. So with that, we can also help to program these children, position them better before getting to the world. Thank you very much.
Let's put our hands together for her. I guess I'll have to take the mic back for our guest speaker to respond. Thank you.
Thank you very much. How can university assist us with this transformational life skills we need out of this place? Invite us to come and speak like I'm speaking. It can be virtual, traditional. This is today I'm saying investment in this place. It's a lot of investment. What I'm seeing here, I'm not sure university is doing this 20 years ago. I'm not sure university is doing this 25 or 30 years ago. Thank God for, the new narrative that we have, in academic institution. So basically, and I think what comes to my head is maybe every faculty should have a leadership development center or resource center. Every faculty, you can nail it down like that, and you have someone that heads that unit. And I'm not sure if there's career resource center in the university. Things like that. Those are the things we can use. And alumni works a lot. UI is 76. So you know how beautiful alumni will have assisted UI. Late Gamaliel or Nosode himself gave about 50,000 US dollars. All right? So giving back, you need to also be able to tap into giving back to assist. You can't do it alone. Look at people that you have produced that are in strategic places that can come back and assist people that are here. So it's like a relay. Everybody is going and I pass you the baton, I pass you the baton, I pass you the baton. So that solves that. So we come to an era of self-paced learning. That's what I see. You are saying, you ask weekend, that this kind of program should be done when people are available, or is that your question? Say again? Lecture free, okay. Yes, it's the management that will, be able to find a way to. And most things, like I said, digital transformation and disruptive age has made us we can do this in streams, we can do it in batches, and we can do it without, coming here physically if we choose to. So what works best for that ecosystem is what you should, engage. It can be virtual. It can be virtual as well. So other people can join from different, yes. But professional development of a child, should be guided. You are the first coach and first mentor, the parent. My parents are still my best teacher today. I know that they are professors, but my parents are still my best teachers today. All right? So it's important that you must show them, where to go, where not to go, how to study. My mom used to put my 2 legs in a bowl of what? Read. Maybe I'm just out of 5 because maybe she understood that this one doesn't like to read. So, yes. So you master yes, and your SWOT. You need to understand self. If you look at emotional intelligence 4x4 matrix, self-awareness is the first box. If you don't even understand self, you can't understand others. That's the truth. All right? Which other question am I missing? I can't hear you speak. Yes. So you already answered the question you asked in my head. LinkedIn is a professional platform, all right? And only professional, these days people say birthday, bring cake, and that's not what LinkedIn is meant for. It's meant to project you to other professionals that are, there's a request services that just came less than maybe 7 months now that says, this is what I do. I was speaking yesterday and I said, those days we used to look for job. If you are on LinkedIn, job looks for you. It's the other way. So it's not like, oh, I want to go and wash my car. If there's a mobile car wash, it comes to me. Today, massive open online courses is self-paced. I want to study mechatronics and I get on Coursera. They tell me it's going to take me 24 weeks. These are my tutors. This is amount I need to pay. I need to choose time. You know, I will be, and this time we are going to run the program. It's defined. We should be better than my father's time. That's what I tell anybody. They don't have technology. When internet came, my father studied engineering in Jamnagar in India. I was showing my father how to use tech. You are digital natives. I'm not a digital native, and most of us, but you are digital natives. So you need to know the right, but don't just go on internet and be wasting your time. Don't waste your time on the internet. Like I said earlier, and like I said yesterday, if you say you want to be following you know, you need to know what you are cut out for. If you have the craft and you want to project it, Pinterest. If you don't know how to cook jollof rice, ask YouTube. You can learn anything in this world by, you know, going on the internet. So, but what are you doing with your internet? And also multitasking skills also helps you to say, I didn't only come to school. When I say total education, let me just say my final year. My final year, I was course representative. I was soccer captain to my department. I was liaison officer to this. I was features editor to that. If you give yourself more work, you will benefit it. That's just the story. You will benefit it. Get 4 skills in the workplace. It's giving you opportunity to earn more than somebody that has just one skill. Simple. It's no rocket science. So, and when they are going to resize, they say, people in procurement, you can go, we are outsourcing. Say, but you also know how to do. They will just say, okay, we can redeploy you to that side. So they need to be a multitasker and possess cross-functional skills. Any other question? I've not answered. Any other question? But what I'm saying is, in totality, let industry work with government. Let government work with academia. It's a triangle. Let all of us work together and nobody is left behind. We need to rub minds together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, let's appreciate him one more time. Thank you so much. At this juncture, I think DVC, Mother in the House, we want to respond to 1 or 2 questions. Please, let's make welcome Professor Akuna Bupf to the podium. Please, a round of applause for her. Please sustain the applause. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. I want to respond to what Madam said about having programs for students where they can gain additional skills. I just want to share our experience with you. We have a program which is run by New Horizon here with us on campus. And students have the opportunity of taking various programs, trainings that are relevant to their disciplines. But sadly, I will say very sadly, our experience has been that the students don't turn up. Many of the students don't go for those classes. because they are not, there were zero credit courses. And this was just done to, equip our students with more skills so that when they go out there, they have something which others don't have. And that would, make them more competitive in the job market. But unfortunately, that has been our experience. And Senate, at one of its meetings, now decided to attach credit units to these courses. So I'm glad the parents are here. Many of you are here physically, and I believe many of you are also online, watching this program. So we want to plead with you to talk to your children. They are also our children. And we have come up with programs like this and some other programs for their own interest. But maybe because they are not, there is no penalty, they don't take them seriously. There are things like that. And I also know that in the various colleges and departments, we have interactions with people in practice who come in from time to time to help our students acquire more skills. I was just sharing with the chairman of BUPF that I have somebody who is visiting from abroad, and I have talked to him. The skills you have are skills that can, benefit our students. Will you be willing to share your knowledge with them? And he graciously agreed. And I have linked him up with the department that can benefit from his skills. And I know there are so many other things like that. But the attitude of our students sometimes is not encouraging. So we want to plead with our parents. Talk to the children. Let them know that these things are for their own good. Because when they go out there and they are making waves, you will be happy as their parents. We also will be happy as those who have contributed to what they become in society. So I just felt I should make that point. Thank you very much.
Please, a round of applause for the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Akunaya Okpoko. Please clap for her at least. Thank you. Yes, I know the chairperson of the BUPF will also want to lend her voice to what has been said so far. Please, let's put our hands together as we make welcome Mrs. Ayomonle.
Thank you, Doctor. I think at this point, I'd like to talk to the student, particularly on the issue of that young man that talked about, reading to pass exam. I realize that a lot of you come in with a closed mind. And that's actually the problem. When you are reading a book and your mind is closed, that this is what you want to achieve when you are reading the book, there's nothing you can do except if you change your mind. So you need to understand that mindset is actually the thing. See, nobody is forcing anybody to come and take a degree. It's a matter of, and that's why, for me, I like as much as possible to interact with my children in their course of choice, so that it won't be that my daddy, my mommy, actually asked me to go and study this course. Let me give myself as a critical example. I studied law because It was a dream that my father never fulfilled in his own life. But sincerely, the first day I got into school, I decided that, you know what? Even if it was his own dream, I'm going to adopt it and make it my own dream and make it work. And same I did. I made it work for myself. And I'm sure today he's proud that I did the law, and I'm proud that I actually didn't study something else. Because I was a science student. My mind was to go and study engineering. I was a science student, but today, sincerely, no regrets. Because I got in, I opened my mind. You need to learn to open your mind. That's the reason why you will not cram. So that if you do not cram, if they wake you up 20 years after, you will relate everything you have done in Bells University of Technology. And I used to say that, go through school and allow school to also go through you. Don't be a passive participant. Don't be a bench warmer. One thing I've told myself in life is that if you see me joining any association or joining a community, it is to make impact. It is not just warm the bench. The 3 persons that have asked questions, please come forward. Because see, it takes courage to collect the microphone and say that I want to come and ask questions. It takes a lot of courage. It's not everybody that can do it. The 3 of you that had come forward to ask questions here, please come. See, my gift might be small, but it's just a way to tell you that, well done. You know that coming to say, give me the microphone, I want to collect this thing. It's not something that is that easy. Facing crowd, this mammoth, you know what it means to face crowd. Someone might want to climb up and fall down. I can tell you this for sure. But the courage to do this, well done. It might be a small gift. To you, it's just a jota. But sincerely, there's a lady that asked a question again. Where is she? Okay. Because I know there were 3 of them who were students who asked questions, who, took the bold step to come forward here to ask questions. I say, well done. And I'm sure your questions has also created some disruption. Thank you. The young lady that asked about the issue of LinkedIn, see your LinkedIn profile, if you intend, put it there where you have intended. If you intend, put it there, because your internship progress is also part of your experience, it's work experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Please, let's appreciate the chairperson of Bells University Parent Forum. Having set the grant for presentation of gifts, now the next item is presentation of plaques to our guest speaker. And I want to humbly call on the Deputy Vice Chancellor, who is representing the Vice Chancellor, to present the first plaque. Please, ma'am. Deputy Vice Chancellor, ma'am. I want to call on the very first speaker to also please step forward and receive your plaque. Plaque and gifts. Please, let's appreciate them as they come forward.
So first of all, I want to thank you for your wonderful presentation. I am glad I came to represent the Vice Chancellor, and I also came in my personal capacity as the Deputy Vice Chancellor. It was very enriching. So this is a presentation made by the Bells University Parents Forum, Bells University of Technology, Ota, in appreciation of your presentation today. And this award is made to you Femi Awoyomi, founder, African Young Brains, Nigeria, for the excellent and impactful lecture which you delivered today at the 10th annual seminar series of the forum at Bells University of Technology. Congratulations, sir. Okay. Also, on behalf of the university, I make this presentation to you so that when you go, you know we are expecting you to come back again.
Thank you very much.
Please, a round of applause for them as they take their seat. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes. May I also humbly call on our university librarian, Dr. Felicia Yusuf, to help present the second plaque to our second guest speaker, Mr. Olawale Ajani. Please, a round of applause for them as they step forward. Please, let's clap for them, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to congratulate the second speaker. He did very well. And maybe let me just say one or two things about everything that happened here today. I was very glad when he spoke about multitasking. It's one skill that everyone should learn. And my own definition of multitasking is like riding like 4 horses without losing grip of anyone. 4 or more horses. So you are not losing attention because you are doing one thing. And there's also the place of technomaturity. That is being mature with the usage of technology. Quite a number of people are online. You request for data, but you burn the data, you waste the data on just nothing. There are so many people making a lot of things, learning a lot of things, gaining a lot of skills, engaging with ICT, because it has given each and every one of us a level playing ground to be just anything we want to be. All the skills that were discussed here today, you can learn online. There is nothing you cannot learn online, but engage with technology maturely. On that note, I would love to make this presentation to Mr. Olawale O. Ajani for the excellent and impactful lecture delivered at the 10th annual seminar series of the forum at Bells University of Technology, Ota. Today, 13th November 2024. Indeed, we're highly nourished. This is also a gift coming from the university. So each time you engage with any of the items inside, you will know that you were in Bells, and then you will want to come back to Bells University again to impact us. Thank you so much.
Please, a round of applause for them. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, the last but not the least gift to be a plaque to be presented is to our Vice Chancellor, Professor Oludele Ojediran, to be received on behalf of him by our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Akunaya Okoko. May I humbly invite our Mama in the house, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, to receive the plaque on his behalf, and also call on the BUPF Chairman to do us the honor of presenting the gifts to her. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for them. Thank you.
Bells University Parent Forum, Bells University of Technology, Ota, present Award of Excellence to Professor Jeremiah O. Ojediran, Vice Chancellor, Bells University of Technology, Ota, a visionary leader for his unflinching support to the forum, impactful developmental efforts, and exemplary leadership style in the university. Today, Wednesday, 13th November 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for them. Yes, quickly, we are going to take a little do an event that is actually not listed on our program, but is going to be very brief. It's a presentation on endowment fund to be done by the Vice Chairman of BUPF, Mr. Adebisi Adeyanju. Please, let's put our hands together as he comes forward to do a 2-minute presentation on endowment fund. Please sustain the applause. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Standing on existing protocol, I want to thank the management of the university and the BUPF for giving me this opportunity to address this August gathering. Let me also add to the discourse on ground. I'm sure we have a lot of students here in the School of Management Sciences doing accounting as a course or economics. My advice is be at your best in whatever you do. As you aspire to have first class in your program, remember that professional exam like ICANN is waiting for you. No amount of cramming will be sufficient enough to pass ICANN exam, because they are going to test a lot of skill, both soft skill, your practical experience, your industrial training experience. Those are the things that you come across. So get the best in your academics and also prove that best in your professional exam. So also, we also other science professional courses too. Be at the best. Now, without wasting much of our time, I want to pass across this information to our students. As you are aware, the parents have a lot of programs. This is one of them, and a lot of projects that we do from time to time. And one of such programs is the establishment of endowment fund. The endowment fund is a fund set aside to take care of so many things, basically prizes and award to outstanding students. And the most important of the fund function is the fact that we want to set aside an amount that will take care of sponsorship of some students who by nature or by accident actually lose their parent while they are schooling. We have observed that in the past, some students will be in their final year or penultimate year, and when they lose their parent or their sponsor, they find it difficult to continue their studies. And that is why we introduced this program. And the program is already running anyway, and is to ensure that by nature or by accident, death do happens where we don't even plan for it. And when it happens, we don't want it to affect any of our students, especially the sponsors. Now, but what we have observed is the fact that while students are being advised to fill in some information when they are getting admission, there is a column there for information on name and address of sponsorship. And that's why we have issues. Sometimes it is your uncle that is paying your school fees. And when they ask you to fill the form for sponsorship, you put the name of your father. Now, if your request comes to us as endowment fund, we'll throw it away, because the fund is specifically to take care of students who lose their sponsor. So we are appealing to all of you who perhaps must have made a mistake when you are filling your form by not putting the name and the address of the sponsor where we actually ask for that information. You still have the opportunity to go now and write a letter to the Vice Chancellor through your Dean and HOD as appropriate to correct this mistake, such that we pray for long life, but like I said, death to come when we don't prepare for it. Our ambition, our intention is to ensure that we all finish here very well, and we finish well in flying color. And nothing, including death, will make us not to achieve that objective. So this advice is for us, all our students, to check very well who is sponsoring them currently now, and whether that name has been properly disclosed in the appropriate university form, just to ensure that at least there is something to take care of any eventuality in future. Thank you very much, and do have a nice day, sir.
Please let's appreciate him one more time. Thank you, Mr. Adeyanju. Thank you, sir. Yes, we're being directed to skip event 15, which is review and summary of the seminar. And this is because everything that was said today is in your program, both the electronic copy and the hard copy. We move straight to the vote of thanks. And join me as I make welcome the BUPF General Secretary, Mrs. Olatunji Taiwo, for the vote of thanks. Please, a round of applause for her. Please, let's appreciate her one more time. Thank you.
Standing on the well-established protocol, I want to particularly thank God for this seminar that came up today. And then, on behalf of the Bells University Parents Forum, we want to appreciate the Vice Chancellor, Professor Jeremiah O. Ojediran, ably represented by our Deputy Vice Chancellor, for gracing this occasion. And then they want to appreciate the principal officers of the university, the deputy VC, the registrar, the bursar, the librarian. Thank you very much for finding time to join us in this, I will call it August celebration, the 10th in the series of the annual lectures. We also want to appreciate our academic staff, the deans of colleges, HODs, lecturers, every other university staff present here. Thank you so much for coming. Want to thank our parents that found time to join us in today's seminar. We also want to appreciate the students that made it to this lecture. It is a very impressive coming. We are very, very happy to find you coming in this large number for this seminar. It is actually prepared for us, and it's a good thing to find us all well seated for this seminar. Thank you so very much, and I believe that we have learned a lot here. I would want to say a very big thank you, a special one, to our guest speakers, our facilitators. Want to thank Dr. Femi Awojobi. Thank you so much for coming, sir. Thank you, Mr. Olawale Ajani. We are very, very grateful. I want to say thank you to the planning committee, ably led by Mr. Amaji Obaje. Thank you so much. You have done a very good job. I was asking for the PRO. They have not seen her around. And he said, oh, she's very, very busy now. I can imagine. Thank you so very, very much. The moderator, our own Mrs. Nancy Tango, you have done a very good job. Thank you so much. I want to say, as I round up my vote of thanks, just to chip in one word for our students concerning the seminar that we have listened to. I retired recently as a physiotherapist, and I kept telling, all the while I was at work, I kept telling my junior colleagues, the only way they will know, your patients will know that you're a physiotherapist, is if they come to you and you are able to meet their needs. If they come with pain and you're able to take that pain away, then they know that you're a physiotherapist indeed. What am I trying to say? Develop the right skills that you need for your profession. Please make sure that you do that. Be very hardworking, be committed to that cause, and put in your best. The Lord will help all of us in Jesus' name. Thank you all for attending this seminar. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, ma. Please, a round of applause for her. We appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much. At this junction, we have come to the end of this program. And may I invite Barrister, as the legal advisor, to say closing prayer. Please, shall we rise to our feet for the closing prayer? Barrister Azizat Olanike Ajaga. Please put your hands together as she comes forward for the closing prayer. And every student should rise to their feet. Rise on your feet. Thank you.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We thank Almighty Allah, the sustainer, the giver of life, the knowledgeable. We thank him for making it possible for us today to be here. We thank Allah and we beseech him that he continues to give us the knowledge that will be beneficial to us in this world and the hereafter. We also beseech Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue to sustain this school. We beseech him that he continue to give the lecturers the knowledge and the ability to impact well on the students. And we also pray and beseech Allah that may Allah give the students the ability to comprehend and get the best of the knowledge that will be beneficial to them. And as we're going to our respective home, I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue to sustain us as parents, to be able to finance the school fees and other needs of our students, of our children, I mean. And also pray that as we're going to our respective home, may He keep us safe. And our children are on campus, may He also keep them safe from known and unknown enemies, from distractions, from things that they could do that will destroy their lives. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. And I will pray that by this time next year, if we are coming for this program, it should be more fruitful. Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Please, a round of applause for her. Let's remain standing for the national, university and national anthem. Every student, please stand still. The university anthem, please. That door should be shut, please. Please shut that door.
Truth and
Thank you, everyone. Please, let's remain standing as members of the high table move out. Please remain where you are till they leave the hall. Every student should remain where they are till they leave the hall. Okay, meanwhile, we are going to have group photograph in front. There will be group photograph in front. Outside. They want the group photograph outside. So please remain where you are. Every student should remain where they are. Let the principal officers go out first. Please remain where you are. Where are the ushers? That door should be shut. Remain where you are. Remain where you are till they move out.